back to another exciting episode of Booze Briefs. My name is Matt. Still.
My name is Derek. For now.
For now.
So no pressure. Thanks for setting this up. This is going to be an exciting episode. I really appreciate it.
I hope it is. I'm going to smash some stuff. If it's not exciting, I'm flipping the table. Well, actually, we'll move the booze, and then we'll flip the table. I'll take this down too.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Enough of all that. Today we're going to talk about the Peerless. It's a rye. It's a 3-year.
Okay.
So a lot of people, there's mixed opinions on it. Some people absolutely love it. Some people say it's an absolute ripoff. I'm kind of in the middle. We'll get into that. I love rye. Anybody who's watched these knows that I love rye.
Is it better than the Angel's Envy rye?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll stay.
You could pour anything bad over your foot into a glass, and it would be better than the Angel's Rye.
People love that bottle, though.
Well, they love the bottle. It's what's in it that
no,
counts.
but people love what's in the bottle too.
If I like pancakes, I want real syrup. I don't want booze on it. I mean, maybe booze would be good. Maybe. We digress.
Anyway, we're here to talk about Peerless, not that.
Yes. It's out of Kentucky. Let me pour you a little bit.
Okay.
It's a small batch.
That's a cool looking bottle.
It is. It's kind of a grenade. It's a grenade of flavor as well. I haven't had this one in a while. I bought it in Virginia when we went on our trip.
Our Rumspringa.
Yeah, that was a good time and expensive, but it was fun. And I came home and tried it, and I was like, wow, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot how much I paid for it. I'm like, I don't really know if it's that good. But it's on the nose. It's light. It's very light on the nose. There's not much. If you really jam your nose down in there, like if you're gonna do it, right?
Well, I wouldn't recommend jamming your nose in there because then you're just gonna get alcohol burn.
And that's what you get if you go too far. But it's light.
Yeah.
And I think in flavor, that's where it flips.
Okay.
So let's take a little sip skis and see what you think, skis. It's got heat.
Yeah, it does.
You can taste it. It's very young. Like, tip of my tongue's on fire a little bit.
And there's the heat.
Yep.
What's the ABV on this guy?
This one here is 109.1, 54.55 proof.
Well, that explains it.
That's what happens when you do that. And this is, it's there's a lot going on, and there's a little story on the back. You want to do your thing with the story on the back?
Matt, it'd be my honor. In 1889, Henry Craver began making Peerless, it's in all caps,
Yell it.
whiskey with a, quote, quality surpassed by none standard that still defines the family business. Our non-chill filtered, strictly sweet mash delivers a rich and mellow taste you'll enjoy.
Do you get sweet mash? I don't. So it's 51% rye, and it's in new charred oak barrels. So
But what's the rest of the mash bill, did they say?
they don't. I was unable to find. It just says 51% rye.
Only 51, huh?
At least 51%.
Oh. So, are they distilling this themselves, or are they sourcing it?
This is it's
I mean, it says Peerless Distilling Company, so
it's distilled and bottled by
Okay.
Kentucky Peerless Distilling. Rich and mellow taste. I mean, it's a small batch, so there's things that come with a small batch. They're generally a little bit stronger. They've got a little bit more potent flavor to them. I think the predominant thing here is that it's a 3-year. Segue into, I forgot how much I paid for it. It was like $109 for the bottle. And apparently they're tough to find. I haven't seen them in North Carolina. There were 2 on the shelf in Virginia. Picked one of those up at our very last stop.
You saw that, you were just like, yoink!
I didn't even look for anything else. I was like, all right, I'm just going to take that because that pretty much blows the budget for this store, and we'll just keep on moving. It was one of the ones that I saw people have, and they make one that's just a regular bourbon and not a. They have a straight bourbon, and then they have the rye. people go nuts for them, or people absolutely hate them. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle. I think it would be good at $60.
Yeah. And I hate to compare this to Angel's Envy, but it was a higher dollar rye where certainly some money went into the packaging, the bottling, the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, it's a really cool looking bottle. This is one
I'll
that
save
is
that bottle.
impressive on your bar, not because of the money you spent on it. It's just a really cool, prestigious looking bottle.
And we talked about this before. We buy bottles because of the shape of them, not because of what's in them. That's
Wait.
not a truthful statement.
Nah, that's
It doesn't fit on my shelf. I can't buy it.
it's too tall. Could you make it shorter,
Yeah,
please?
I need the short version. Let me try it with water. I haven't done that in a while.
So,
Generally, when I drink a new bottle, I'll drink it neat, and then I'll drink it with like 2 cubes. And the difference is vast.
oh yeah.
Depending on the bottle and depending on what you're drinking and the pour that you do. But
Adding water on the nose, I get a little more flavor, a little more roundedness to it, but I also get more like rubbing alcohol kind of alcohol smell out of it.
yeah, not a rye smell. There's a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any of the heat away.
No, I think it does.
Just disperses it.
It blooms a little bit more.
Yeah, it's kind of like instead of just the tip of my tongue having the heat, kind of.
Now it's the cheeks and the whole mouth.
My mouth was open.
I'm surprised how hot that is. I mean, we've done other barrel strength and things north of 50%, but there's more heat than there is flavor going on for me.
That's why I said I think it'd be good at the $60 range. I think if I kept that bottle unopened for another 3 or 4 years, would it be better?
Yeah.
Would it not? Do I want to spend $109 and sock it away on the shelf somewhere? No.
No, you don't.
That's why I bought it and I opened it. And I realized that I spent $109 on it and was like, damn it. Could have got 3 bottles of something else.
Eagle Rare.
2 of these. 2 of these.
3 of this.
I know. But you live and you learn. And, I don't really want to compare it to things in its money range because I haven't had a whole lot at that $110 mark, 100 plus, that would be fair to compare it to, in my opinion. I think on its own, if I was going to compare it to a $60 bottle, then I would say it's a 87, 88. It's not bad by any means. It's just, it needs time. They need to give it more than 3 years.
Yeah, for a very different whiskey. I kind of think of this the way I think of the way of when we did the Glenfiddich 18 review.
Right?
Glenfiddich 18, I think, is also $109, and it's good, but it's not $110 good.
No.
I'd rather spend that money on some other things, and I think we both agree that Glenfiddich 18 would be very, very nice at $70, $75.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not going to get 18-year-old Scotch for the most part for under $100.
No, unless you steal it.
Well, yeah, and that's
It's free.
It's significantly under 100.
And then it's free.
So I'm with you. I don't have much to compare it to, but you have to start somewhere. So I will say for a $100 bottle of something, I'd give this like an 83, 84.
Yeah.
I'm with you. If you bump the price down, which again is,
We're in control of that.
You're moving the goalpost by doing that, and I get that. But if you made this bottle closer to 60, I'd go, yeah, absolutely, and then I'd buy it just for the bottle to keep it on the shelf. And it is good.
It's good.
It's just not worth the money.
I think I haven't had this one, but I have ryes at the house. Like, I honestly think the Elijah Craig Rye is better than that. And Elijah Craig Rye is $36. Preference, it's a little bit thicker, it's aged longer. They don't give an age statement on Elijah Craig anymore, they just call it small batch.
Okay. But it's probably more than 3 years.
Oh, it's for sure.
Okay.
They used to have 12 on there. Can't do that anymore. But you know, sometimes you get duped. Sometimes you buy it and you go, you know what, I'll keep it, and maybe it'll get better over time. That's part of the fun of hunting them down and getting the ones that you think you might like, because it turns into ones that you don't like or ones that you do.
Yeah. If this were wine, it's one of those where I'd go, I'm going to buy another 2 bottles and just put it away for 5 years.
Yep.
I'll check on one maybe in 3 years and then try the other one in another 2, 3, or whatever.
Speaking of wine, we haven't done a wine review in a while.
No, we haven't. People didn't so much watch them.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
There's that.
Doesn't mean we won't, though.
No.
We both like wine.
We do.
So, if you want more wine reviews, let us know in the comments or hit us up on Facebook or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they can find us on Facebook or Instagram, Matt?
I think if I found the shirt, it says Booze Briefs. That's where we're at. Booze Briefs.
Also on boozebriefs.com. I'll update every now and then. Yeah, other than that,
Check it out. Subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please.
Yes.
This is how we feed our children. Not well. Not well. We buy booze instead. But
we're making some real poor choices in life, aren't we?
yeah. But you know, we got good bourbon.
Yeah, so you should make a good choice and hit that subscribe button.
That's right. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. We'll see you on the next bottle. And cheers.
Cheers.